do, 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 do. Waiting for the notification. There we go. Maybe just make sure the red dot shows on my mic. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you guys are asking. Some of you guys are asking, what happened to round two? Well, let me just say, schedule for me happened. That's what happened. A schedule happened, and I wasn't able to live stream. So I will give you guys a quick recap before we go into Austria. Let's go to the race results real quick of the Hungarian Grand Prix. I think it was probably for the best not to live stream because that was a very controversial race at its finest. But other than that, Legendary won the race. JT got second. Scruff got third. Hawaiian Pizza, yep. Hawaiian Pizza got fourth. Fifth is Macho. Sixth is Eltony. Sixth, yep. I'm trying to get the names. Yep. Seventh goes to Junior. Eighth goes to Yodo, and then we got practically 3 DNFs. Well, not 3, 2 DNFs and 1 disqualification. Apparently, a driver crashed another driver within the safety car, not a virtual safety car, a full-blown safety car, and it was being investigated very thoroughly, thoroughly by the officials, including myself. We wanted to make sure that we got every possible evidence that was there, and we made the decision to disqualify one of the drivers due to taking out another driver within the safety car. But now let's get out of this gloomy mood. Let's actually just get to round 3 of Spielberg. Yes, the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm not an Austrian, but man, I love this track as well. This is one of my favorites. It's a 10-turn track. It's a very short track. It has 3 DRS zones, a speed trap. I mean, it has the high speed phenomenon. It has some low speeds, a little bit more technical, but a lot more top speeds. And in my opinion, I'm very excited for the track. And I can't wait for what's to come. Just be aware, guys. I do want to tell you this. I will not be commentating on the qualifying because it's still a little bit later and like that. I still need to get some time in and all that. So we're gonna have to make sure that. Don't worry about that. To make sure that I don't wake up some people like that until a certain time. So until then, you ain't gonna hear a voice. You might be able to hear me within race 1, or not race 1, but the sprint race and the Grand Prix race. You can see it within the info. It's an 18-minute qualifying session, an 8-lap sprint race, and a 25-lap Grand Prix race. So I'm pretty excited for it. Just be aware, I'm still getting a little bit new with this. I'm getting used to it, but at the same time, there's still going to be some errors. There's no question about it. Right now, from what I've been hearing, is that we're still getting maybe more people in. I'm not exactly sure, but we are getting things set up for this Grand Prix. For this Grand Prix race, and if there's any fellow I'm not sure how many people are watching the stream, but if we have any fellow Austrians, hello. And I'm kind of surprised that we don't actually have a Red Bull car driving. We have AlphaTauri, but I mean, I'm talking about like the actual full-blown Red Bull team. So that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for everyone. We're waiting for everyone to get through. We don't know. But let's actually talk about the standings real quick while we're waiting, actually. Let's do this. Let's go to the standings. Sorry if you guys are not able to see it. So Legendary Boy is leading the Drivers' Championship. But in the Constructors' Championship, McLaren has moved up quite a lot, and they're only 9 points behind of the Williams team. So in other words, they got a chance. They have a chance. It's a sliver chance, but it's a chance that they are willing to take. But currently, right now, until then, Williams is currently undefeated by their driver, Legendary Boy. But you're probably asking, where is he? Apparently, from what I've been hearing, he is not able to make it. So he's actually going to be. So we're definitely going to get a new winner. So that's going to be a fun thing to see, is getting a brand new Grand Prix winner. So that's going to be fun, and be aware that I'm also in the FRL F1 leagues chat and like that, to make sure to officialize the race, to make sure that people are doing what they need to do, because JT in the Williams, he's going to be primarily racing, but since I'm going to be in the commentary booth, I'll be able to see what's happening, seeing what's good, what's not, and hopefully, maybe we can have a good race. Hopefully, little to no incidents. Oh man, I need to get that water. But currently, we're still getting people in right now. It's a complex time because we're like a bit out of like time. Like we're like a bit out of time and all that. So yeah. So, hang on, let me get this taken care of real quick. So I gotta to deafen this. There we go. Sorry. Oh, it looks like people are readying up. It looks like the Grand Prix is getting ready to start, ladies and gentlemen. So we got the Mercedes, we got McLaren, we got AlphaTauri. Looks like this is going to be a pretty interesting race. And the people can still join in. And people can still join in the race like that. Well, in the qualifying, but once the sprint race and all that starts, I think that will eventually be the too late mark. But if they can make it through qualifying early in the sessions, get their time in, then voila. Well, alright guys. As per requested, I'm going to have to mute the mic. I know this is going to be kind of boring, but it is the one thing I will have to do to make sure that I don't get too loud like that. Because I'm in the West Coast and it's still morning for us, so there's still people sleeping. Or people that are starting to wake up. Alright, guys, see you there.
Nürburgring is the only F1 track to have hosted 3 different races: the German Grand Prix, European Grand Prix and Luxembourg Grand Prix. Present since the very restart the sports, Ferrari takes the #1 spot for almost all constructor records in F1. It's won most Grand Prix wins, most pole positions, and most race exits. 2019 Chinese GP was F1's
Well, guys, we just saw the last lap moment. JT Ty gets pole position. Absolutely magnificent. That was crazy. That was pretty awesome to see that. I mean, I know we didn't see it just on time, but JT Ty got it. So now we're heading to the sprint race, the 8-lap sprint race. I think it's an 8-lap. I gotta make sure to take a look on that. No, it's a 9-lap. And then after that, a 25-lap Grand Prix race. Now this is going to be fun. I am back. Now we can do some actual full-blown commentary. Making sure that the dot is red, because I'm not going to turn on my audio on YouTube and then having that bad echo. But we're heading to the sprint, baby. Everyone's loading in. Approach to 11 o'clock for the actual full-blown race. This is going to be some fun. Just on time. Looks like everyone's loading up first. That's why we're seeing this real quick. Five lights. And it's lights out and away we go for this great race. JT having a good start of the race. LTD, Umka is having a pretty well start too. Pretty well, so far so well. Not a bad start from any of these drivers. And then suddenly the Williams goes wide. The AlphaTauri tries to hold on. Battle side by side between the AlphaTauri and the Williams. LTD and JT Ty. JT might clear up. Not so much. Not so much. LTD is on JT's tail. They're both pretty up par to each other. Let's watch the onboard camera right now. Look at this. Trying to push the car to its absolute limit right now. I got JT. The LTD wants to get that lead position, get that little bit of a bonus points, I think. Hopefully points are on the line on this. Oh, apparently Umka is trying to take P2. The LTD hold on. I know we have a battle between the podium, JT and Umka. And JT will take P3. So far, so well between these great drivers. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're holding on. They're fighting for every inch, every cornering. Right now, LTD is just trying to stay up par. This lap is now DRS 101, fellas. Race control confirmed. DRS is enabled. Let's see if he will take them. No, I don't think he will. But I think he will stay up to par. Oh, that McLaren. Both in 3. Despite we don't have the Red Bull, we do have its sister team carrying the mantle. No incidents so far, other than the cars going wide and like that. The AlphaTauri and the Williams, they're they're in breathing room right now. 0.3 seconds back. That is absolutely insane. And the AlphaTauri gets a good exit. He's in DRS range, slipstream range. He can use that ERS2, tries to overtake. No, he won't. He's going to check up a bit. But the gap is still there. I think he's just using the DRS, holding the battery, waiting for that to recharge a bit, and then attack again with a much more higher percentage battery. Can't do all that much. Oh! Incident. Raja got hit. What happened to Raja? Oh no. Something just happened. Full-blown safety car has been enabled. Oh, what on earth just happened? We just saw caution sector 2 and we tried to go back as much as possible to see what on earth just happened. Sadly, we can't give you a replay like that because, to be frankly, we don't know exactly what happened. If it was someone that spun out, that happens, but if it's something like someone took out someone, that will be investigated by our officials. Other than that, the safety car has been deployed. And just my goodness, this has really changed the factor of the race. I'm not sure if it's going to benefit the AlphaTauri or it's going to tamper with it, but I'm not sure if we're going to be having DRS anymore due to this. So this might benefit JT more than it might benefit LTD. But other than that, we had some sort of an incident. We don't know if it was someone taking out someone or if it was someone making a minor mistake and hitting Mr. Barrier. I will take a look to see if there's any investigation that needs to be provided. Right now we're trying to investigate this incident. We don't even know what just happened. For anyone that's watching the live stream that's part of this race, please text me. Please. I need to know. My DMs are the DMs are like open, but you have to request it, of course. Oh no. Yeah, Umka might have the clip for us, so I'm gonna take a look. I'm looking at the race incident right now. Whoa, that was a big hit. I just saw there. A massive hit. Safety car is about to end. We might be able to have DRS on... No, they ain't gonna have DRS. It's gonna be a 2-lap sprint. The only thing that will be reliable is that battery. Hopefully they got that battery recharged for all of these drivers because they're going to need it. Right now the safety car is leaving to the pits. We will go green on lap number 7 on this sprint race. But other than that, I will have to take a look at that incident again because I don't have a good seeing Oh, 3-second time penalty for JT Gaming. Oh, safety car again. What on earth just happened? Is this race going to end under a safety car? Oh, what happened to the Ferrari? No, I don't think the race will be ending under a safety car. It looks like the race is back, but other than that, JT Gaming has a 3-second time penalty. I don't know what happened to Megan, but something just happened. Right now, let's focus on the battle between the I can't say Red Bull, but the AlphaTauri and the Williams. There we go. You can see he's trying to deploy as much battery as possible. We don't know. Oh no, he went off track. He's holding on. Caution was in sector 3. Oh, what on earth just happened to Crazy Jr.? Oh no. Did he spawn out? What on earth just happened? Yeah, he spun out. The rears gave up on them. Well, we can't focus on him right now. We're on the last lap. Right now, currently, LTD got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings going off track, but it doesn't matter. JT is going to win the sprint race. Absolutely well performance. I thought we weren't going to get a race incident, and then all of a sudden we got a big race incident. Can't show the replay because I'm on PlayStation only. But for what I see, oh yeah, that is going to be heavily investigated on. Oof. The result for the sprint race goes to JT. Scruff gets P2. LTD gets P3. But now we're heading to the main race. No damage to the Ferrari. Apparently the Ferrari joined in on the last moment and he didn't have time to get set up, so for hang on, someone's texting me. Hang on one moment. Alright. Right now the Ferrari's getting getting the setup because he wasn't able to do qualifying due to some issues within his tech, I think. I'm not exactly sure. But other than that, it would just... Yeah, there's going to be some talks after this race, after the sprint incident that just happened. So right now, everyone's getting things set up. We're waiting for the one of our race officials to let us know that if we're ready or not. We don't want to wait too long because people are there. All right, the Ferrari is ready, so everyone should ready up now for this Grand Prix race. All right, all right. People are anticipating for this specific moment, for this specific race. Here we go. 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. This time, we're already seeing a battle between P2 and 3. The Ferrari's bolting through already. It's kind of weird to see a Ferrari and see the guy wearing a Red Bull helmet, but hey, it's his character, he can do what he wants. But right now we're just seeing this great race. This is a 25 lap race. Right now we're heading towards Sector 3 of the track. Or we're in Sector 3 now. And heading to 9 and 10. Turns 9 and 10. Head towards the Red Bull Mobile. And lap 1 has been completed by Mr. JT Ty of the Williams. Also, just a little recap, JT Ty wasn't able to make it into the Hungarian race, the one that wasn't live streamed. There it is. It could be a 1-stopper or a 2-stopper. One way or the other, it will be interesting. And we could also see an unorthodox. Oh, Raja gets a time penalty for multiple warnings. That could be investigated upon further, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. Right now, the AlphaTauri carrying the Red Bull mantle right now and trying to take the lead from the Williams. Destroyed the Williams dominance before it even starts. The Williams already has 2 wins back to back. No one wants to see a 3 wins in a row. Right now DRS is enabled, heading to the first DRS sector zone. Is he going to have a similar strategy like the sprint race? Use the DRS to stay within the gap and then just try to recharge the battery? We don't know. Currently he's fastest on sector 1, we're in sector 2 right now, heading to the second DRS zone. Oh, not second, third DRS zone. Look at that smooth sailing from the Williams, but the AlphaTauri is holding on. Oh, caution within sector 2. Race incident. What on earth just happened to Mega? Oh no. Something just happened within sector 2. Mega has either spun or he might have made contact with something. Right now, caution's in sector 2 and now in sector 3, but we can't do anything at the moment. The race shall continue forth. Right now, LTD is holding on within the lead. Right now, we also have a battle within the podium position between the other AlphaTauri and the Haas. I see someone's messaging, so I gotta take a look on it. Right now, despite AlphaTauri is mainly the Italian team, they are currently in the home turf because it is owned by Red Bull. the gap closing in. Also, we're seeing the gap closing in within P2 and 1. Man, I don't know which part I want to watch. The battle for the lead or the battle for the podium. Currently, the AlphaTauri is actually using the medium setup while the Williams is using the soft tire. And currently, it looks like it might be working out on the long end because he is closing in. He's closing in. And by the way, the AlphaTauri of Crazy Jr. did overtake the Haas. We'll keep an eye out if the gap is closing or the gap is widening. Oh, look at that good exit from Eltony. Might get another good exit. Not so much, but he is staying within 0.3 seconds. Around 0.3 seconds, staying within the gap. Looks like he's waiting for the Williams to make a fatal mistake. And he does! He gets multiple warnings. He stalked him like a prey and make him make mistakes. Technically, with now the Williams having the 3-second penalty, that puts Eltony in the lead. That technically puts Eltony in the lead unless something happens with him. He needs to stay within the gap of the Williams. If he can do that within all the races, staying below 3 seconds, he will win the Grand Prix. Caution within Sector 3. Oh, the Ferrari. He even has some damage, and he's retired from the session. Caution within Sector 3. He's retired from the session. This could potentially end up being a safety car. Raja gets a 3-second time penalty. Now he has a total of 6-second time penalty. Yep, Mega Zucker from Ferrari is out of the race. He is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. Right now, Eltony, he's just holding within that gap. He's not going to pass him, but he is going to make sure to pressure that Williams car to make some mistakes where he gets that gap without even making the position change. And that is kind of smart, to be honest with you. Absolutely of a stunning plan. Oh, that little slide there from the AlphaTauri. Also, if you guys want to post a little bit of the memes about the AlphaTauri's potential new name, please do. We like to joke around about that. And look, 0.1 seconds. He is stalking like a prey. Oh my goodness. That AlphaTauri is pressuring that Williams. Eltony, he is pressuring Ty right now. And I think he's going to go for the position change. No, not yet. He's holding on though, and I'll give credit where credit's due. Just look at him. He doesn't even need to overtake the position. He just needs to stay within the gap. This gap is comfortable enough for him where he can, all he has to do is just don't make mistakes and make the Williams make more mistakes. The more mistakes he makes, more potential penalties he can make with it made. And if that happens, guess what? Then that gives the AlphaTauri a really well believed. And JT gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. This race could end up just overtaking 101 or penalty-wise 101. Who can get the least amount of penalties and stay within the and gap over those penalties? So far, so well for the AlphaTauris. They're keeping it nice and clean, and they're keeping it very professional. Right now, they are probably having the best race of their time right now. Just absolutely insane. We're heading towards lap number 10, heading towards the Red Bull Mobile.
We might be using blistering pit stops, so we've been approaching the sub 2 second.
The gap is closing. He's staying within that relatively comfortable gap. And Roger gets another 3-second time penalty. Now he has a total of a 9-second penalty, putting him practically near last. Poor him. And the AlphaTauri, he overtakes. New leader, new actual leader. There it is, fellas. But the Williams wants to keep fighting. You have a 3-second penalty. What more do you want? Oh no, they made contact a little bit. It's not a roughening contact, but it's still a contact. If I was the AlphaTauri, I would just conserve those tires as much as you can, but stay within the gap. That's what I would do. He has a 3-second time penalty. You don't have to pressure him and take the lead. You can just pressure him to make more mistakes and give him more penalties. Just race your race. Just stay comfortable where you're at. Oh, he is on attack mode 101 right now. Right now we're heading towards the 3rd DRS sector. And the gap has widened a little bit, but not by much. Technically, LTD is still the leader of this race. We are keeping an eye on the map. We're heading to the round shot. I'm sorry if I'm butchering, I'm not German. And then we're heading towards the Worth curve. Now heading towards that little straight and heading to the rent and towards the Red Bull Mobile. And the Williams will be pitting first because obviously he was in the soft tire compounds. It gives the AlphaTauri enough breathing room, enough breathing room for now. Gives him a moment, less pressure to worry about, and that's what he needs. He just can't worry about the pressure game. Just worry about himself, worry about his own race. I know we saw other people doing other pit cycles, but the battle of that lead was so intense. So be aware of that. He's on the hard compound, medium compound, medium compound, medium compound. Right now it looks like, despite that it's not usually your traditional pit way, it is apparently, the way to go right now. Everyone in the medium pit cycle is just absolutely stunning. And Crazy Jr. Oh, Raja gets a penalty. Crazy Jr. gets a penalty as well. Oh boy, penalties all around. That gives Raja a 12-second penalty. That is a no-no. Oh no, I feel bad for him. I actually do. Person that's been keeping the race clean so far is Eltony. I'm trying to get to the camera. I'm so sorry if you guys are getting a bit annoyed trying to see some battles. But Eltony is just... This is his race. And he just gets a 3-second penalty. Great. Isn't by much. It's not by much, but if you get that first penalty, just stop making mistakes. You gotta keep your nose clean. I think he's probably gonna need to pit. That tire like that. Let's go to the tire. 13 laps in total. 13 laps in total. Everyone else went for new tires. If I was him right now, I would box. Right now. The gap is there. There's a decently well gap. He doesn't have to worry about Raja. He does have to worry about Ty, but he doesn't have to worry about it all the time. But he doesn't want to pit. He's probably going for a late... He's probably going to go for the one-stopper. I think that's what he's doing right now. He's going for the one-stopper. I mean, I'm not sure... I mean, as long as his gap... The gap where he's at is... Well, I think the one-stop might work out for him. Right now, we're just looking at everyone else right now. Just an absolute, well, crazy race. I feel bad for Omega. He didn't have the time to get, and there it goes. Pretty well pit stop so far. And he does go for the one-stopper. I think this might be a one-stop strategy for him, but... The gap is only 7 seconds. And Ty's on hard tires while Eldony is on soft tires. Right now, if I was crazy, I would just give the team the space. I'd much rather give his teammate some space like that, give them an opportunity. Right now they're literally are in P3 and 2. That is good enough for them. The one thing they shouldn't do is battle against each other. They need to find a way to work together like that. Known as, if you guys know from the old days, multi-2-1. Oh, caution sector 3. Oh, the Haas and the Alfa Romeo made contact. No terminal damage, but... Oh, that's going to be an investigation that will be a thorough investigation. Roger gets a fastest lap, but, I mean... Oh boy, that is not good. That's not good at all. Currently, JT Ty is holding within the lead, but Eldony is closing in every second. He has a softer tire compound, but he needs to make sure don't wear those off too quickly, because if you wear them off just too quickly, Ty can come right back and bite him in the rear. Right now, it's good that Junior is giving Eldony that gap that he needs to make sure that he doesn't make a minor to a fatal mistake. doing good so far. Just keeping it clean, and Elderly gets the fastest lap at 105.541. Right now from P3, from P1 down to P4, well, P5, well, it was P4, but technically still is. They all have 3-second, and then you got Raja with a 12-second penalty. Currently, JT is doing pretty well. It looks like maybe the tire strategy might work out well for him. We're not exactly sure. Anything could happen. Like example, we saw Tailfire and Scruff make contact. Well, we saw the aftermath, but we didn't see the actual contact happening. We're keeping an eye on the track map. We're keeping an eye on all of the data info that we can give. Right now, a 4-second gap is the difference. That is the big difference, a 4-second gap. Raja lost multiple positions. What on earth just happened to Raja? Oh, he's pitting. Oh, nose damage. He has nose damage. Oh no. I see why. That could possibly be the reasons why the Haas and the Alfa Romeo spun. We don't know. I gotta take a look on the after race, the post race, officialing and like that, because boy, that's gonna happen. Right now, if Eldony didn't make that time penalty, he would be in a good chance of winning this race. But since he has the 3-second time penalty, we're not so sure now. He's doing a really good race, and I am extremely proud of him for keeping this race pretty well for him. But he's going to need to do something. He's going to need a miracle. He's going to need a Hail Mary pass. He's going to need Jesus. Scruff gets a 3-second time penalty. So now we got 5 different drivers with 3-second penalties. Another 3-second penalty goes to Raja. Sorry if I'm not talking as much throughout the race. The gaps are pretty widening. Until we get a safety car, I think the race might be in this type of position if we don't get if there's no race incidents that happen that can cause a safety car. We already got that safety car incident throughout the sprint race, but not the actual race. The gap is slowly closing in, but not by much, man. I'm not sure if he's going to pull through. Let's see the battery percentage. Oh, Scruff gets another time penalty. From what I see, the battery percentage is pretty even, but it looks like Eldony is just pushing that battery to its, like, draining that battery faster than you think. He's really trying to send it through. We're not going to show that, and he gets another 3. Yeah, there it is. Oh, no, sorry. I was trying to do this. We're not going to show the telemetry because that would not be well. But it looks like that JT might win this race, and this might be another Williams win. New winner. Oh no, he gets a 3-second penalty. Oh no. That's not good. Oh boy. This might give Eldony a glimpse of hope. Just a slight glimpse. If Eldony didn't get that other 3-second penalty, technically he would be the leader. Oh, that would have been nice to see. Looks like that LTD, his tires are just worn to absolute, it looks like they're worn out a lot. I don't think he's going to be able to get JT. He wiggled a little bit. Approaching 3 laps to go. And I felt so glad to see the AlphaTauri pulling through, and then all of a sudden now seeing the AlphaTauri, they struggled on the long run. The short runs, they were doing so well in the short runs. They just couldn't figure out the long runs. I don't feel like I feel bad that the long run happened, but the short runs, they're doing so well. Don't even worry about the race control part with Raja. He's just eating penalties a lot. An 18-second penalty. My goodness. I feel so bad. Approaching 2 laps ago, our leader JT Ty from the Williams Racing, he is holding, he is pushing, and he is just doing everything that he can to pull through. He's doing a well race. He's doing a fantastic race. Short runs wasn't going well for him. And if the penalties didn't really went through for today, JT would be in a much of a grave danger. But right now he's in a comfortable position. This has been a pretty interesting race, especially before the first pit stop. Before their first pit stop, the one stop. I think they've done the one stop, let me make sure. Yeah, one stop strategy. And Russia is the only one that did the 2-stop strategy. Oh, get that? There we go. So far, so good for JT right now. He's just been doing pretty well, and we're heading towards the final lap of the race. The gaps are there. There's not even below a second gap, so we're gonna see this final lap from JT heading to 1. JT gaming, and he has a total of a 6-second penalty. Right now, he's heading towards turn 3. Heading towards the 3rd DRS sector. Umka gets a 3-second time penalty. The only person that didn't get a time penalty is Mr. Tailfire. Now heading to Schlossgold, and heading to the route, and then heading towards Fourth Curve. Yes, that is the names of those turns. Right now he's heading to the route, and then heading to his Fourth Curve. And now, on the last sector, heading to the Rent and the Red Bull Mobile, heading to the final turn, turn 10. JT will be getting the race win. Congratulations to Williams, 3rd win back-to-back. But we do get a new winner though, and it belongs to JT. LTD gets P2. P3 belongs to Crazy Jr. In the constructors, this is quite pleasing for AlphaTauri. Good race for them. Absolutely magnificent. Oh no, JT! Well, it doesn't matter. He crossed the finish line anyway. P6, disqualified from session, received multiple penalties. Raja, poor him. His race is done. Raja has been disqualified from the session. We couldn't do anything about it, but JT gets the Grand Prix win. Congratulations to JT Ty. We're going to see the podium ceremony. It's not as the long podium ceremony like what we have, like what F1 have, so we can't hear the national anthem. But good race for JT Ty, good race for AlphaTauri, good race for Williams. But Junior has done well, Eldony has done well, and JT Ty has done insignificantly great, insignificantly, crazily well. He didn't let that pressure get the best of him on the long run. The short run, it was getting on hold of him, but he kept his cool. He kept his composure once that one pit stop strategy. But congratulations to Williams. Congratulations to JT Ty for the Austrian Grand Prix win, and congratulations for AlphaTauri for double podium sweep. This has been a great race for everyone. I'm trying to let this load come on. It's taking quite a while to load. And we don't even get the position finish because we're focusing on that. We might get the position finish from the replay. I like that. But other than that, that was a crazy race. Absolutely great race. So far, so well. There will be some investigations from sprint race and all that for those incidents that happen. But other than that, for everyone here for those watching, thank you for joining in for this great race for the Austrian Grand Prix. And we'll talk to you next time. And we'll see you in round 4 at... Let's take a look. Round 4. I'm trying to get the schedule right now. The calendar. We'll see you next time at Imola. Alright, guys. You guys take care. Go enjoy yourselves. And have fun with the rest of your day. See ya, guys.